Hello, pre-calculus. Today we are going to look at counting outcomes with permutations and combinations. You should take notes. So these are really important facts, and we have a few things to do. We have to learn how to count using these tools that we developed. We could always list out all the different outcomes, but that's not always easy to do. So let's get started. Here's some important formulas that you should know already, but if you don't, you have to have these written down. The first formula is for permutations. That's arrangements where order matters, and we have this symbol NPR is n factorial over n minus r factorial. And we have combinations where order does not matter, and that would be this formula right here. Now, there are some shortcuts we developed that I think make a lot of sense. At least they make a lot of sense to me, and they make things a little bit easier. So let's just take a look at these shortcuts. Now, the first one is for permutations. Let's say I'm taking 10 things and I'm going to arrange 3 of them. You can think about it this way, is that there's 10 choices for the first position, and there's 9 choices for the second position, and 8 choices for the third position. So then you're done. So you start with the 10 and you go out the first 3 numbers, and I have that written over here. Now combinations, you don't care about order, so you do that same thing, 10 times 9 times 8, but then you counted all the arrangements of the things in different orders. So you have to divide that out. So the number of ways to arrange 3 things is 3 times 2 times 1. So basically on the top you have the same thing you had here, the 10p3, and on the bottom you have basically 3 factorial. Notice that there's 3 numbers in the numerator and denominator. The top starts with 10, the first number here, and the bottom starts with 3, the first number there. Okay, here's another one. NCN. Okay, so I'm going to just do that NCN. If I want to take n things and I want to choose all of them, let's suppose I've got all my pens, right? And I'm just going to choose them all. I don't care about what order, so there's just one way to do that. One way. Okay. Well, let's suppose, let me skip this next one because I'm just going to do this. What if I want to just choose one of them? Like I could choose this one, or I could choose this one, or I could choose this one. Now, if I have n to choose from, I'm going to choose one of them. I'm going to have n different choices because there's just n things to choose from. I choose one. Now, let's think about it the other way. If I have all my pens and I want to choose n minus 1 of them, like suppose I choose all but the blue one, that's one way, or all but this one, that's another way, or all but this one, that's another way. Wait, I could take this idea and say, well, can't I just choose the one I'm leaving out? So I'm just going to leave out this one. Okay, then I can leave out this one, and I could leave out this one. So do you see how that's the same as if I just chose one? I'm just choosing the one to leave out. So if I have something like n choose n minus 1, like say 10 choose 9, then I would just have 10 ways to do it. N choose n minus 1. I've got n ways to do it. I just choose the one that's being left out. Okay, so that's just a shortcut we can always do. Now the last one, n choose 0. So I'm going to say I'm going to choose 0 of my pens. How many ways can I do that? Well, you might think that there's 0 ways, but there's actually one way to do it. That is, leave them all there. So we have to remember that this is 1. If I ever have n choose 0, I'm going to have to say that's 1. So there we have it. Some shortcuts for you.